Do you guys remember Bobbi Althoff, the girl who was in bed with Drake for some reason, decided to miss her daughter's first birthday to be in bed with Drake? Absolutely pathetic. The deserved downfall of Bobbi Althoff. What was she even famous for exactly? Who actually know? Like, again, we live in a world where people get famous for doing literally nothing. And that's not, the word literally there is intentional. What the fuck did Bobbi Althoff do, man? Tell me.
So it has been a while since we last talked about Bobbi Althoff. Bobbi obviously hit it big online with her parody of mommy blogger TikTok content.
Yes, I did name my daughter Richard. I just always really loved the name Richard, and I wanted a boy, but I had a girl, and I decided to name her Richard anyway.
There is nothing more embarrassing than walking around with one of these. Everyone knows how it got there. You know what you did.
So she was running it up over there, amassing a couple million followers, getting millions of plays.
How is that said so casually? You know, she was running it up over there, getting a couple million followers. Just a couple million souls harvested. A couple million minds slaughtered. A couple million lives wasted with content that should be replaced with learning and education. A couple million people who have wasted minutes that they will not get back. The thing that they can't refund. Okay? There's no return policy on the minutes that you've stolen from them in exchange for fame and fortune. Which, by the way, the irony is the time you've wasted of other people's life, you also wasted of your own life by being in bed with Drake for a podcast instead of being at your daughter's first birthday. Who you named Richard, by the way. So, yeah, I mean, obviously naming your daughter Richard, not too good, but then really showing us how little you care about her when you decide to miss her first birthday. But it is Champagne Poppy, bro. I low-key miss my son's first birthday to go kick it with Champagne Poppy, you know? We could spin some slots. I'm starting to understand the Bobbi Althoff mindset.
Per video and making a couple of $100,000 per year.
I was making around like $250 to $300 a year.
Thousand.
Yeah.
From brand deals
on TikTok.
Wow.
And 250 is great and all, but it's hard to come up with content with just me every day.
$250,000 a year as an annual income is great and all.
Yes.
It is great.
It is
it's
great.
And this is where she claims that
I'm honestly gonna disagree. It's not even that great. And I'm gonna get comments, okay, yes, it's great. Bro, when half of that is gone from taxes already, because we damn know this bitch lived in LA, is it even that great? How is that even good? $250, slice it down the middle, you get half of it for yourself. Most of that goes to not most of it, probably like 60% of it to necessary expensive, and you got 40% to play around with, and it's like, I don't know, that goes by kind of fast. In this world, the world that we live in where everything costs $1 million, you need to be making at least 7 figures, you know? I mean, at least I feel like the fact that everything is siphoning just so much fucking money, you have to try your hardest to offset that by bringing home the bacon. You truly do. But Jesus Christ, bro. I guess to be fair with her, as well with having a kid, you have to, the money extends because now it's like you got to pay for another human.
that she parlayed
Her daughter is going to grow up getting called Dick in school. Oh, true.
that fame
Richard moment.
into her podcast fame.
Hi guys, welcome to the Really Good Podcast with your host Bobbi Althoff.
Typical single mother L. Well, didn't she also divorce her husband to be a slut? Yeah, that's on her.
And from episode 1, people suspected that she was an industry plant, mainly because she was immediately in bed with the 69 God, and was shortly after showing off Mark Cuban's disgusting Piggly Wigglies.
And for that reason, I'm out.
You nasty ass bastard!
Like, dude, you are a billionaire.
Alright, bro, we already saw them.
You should have a personal foot washer.
I believe in my podcast, so I'm trying my best. I've had a few guests, some D-list celebrities.
And not only did that spark the industry plant rumors, but also within 1 week of launching her podcast, she had the top talent agency in the entire entertainment industry representing her and her brand. Landing celebrity guest after celebrity guest, it was very clear that her growth was far from organic. This was obviously something people called out immediately online, and also to her face.
I know.
You're not an industry plant, right?
I am, but
you do feel kind of planty. We do have the same manager, so is this kind
I know,
of
isn't that
planted?
crazy?
Feels a bit planty.
This is definitely
you got here in 5 minutes. It took me 20 years.
Hey, it has been a minute.
What I think industry plant is, it's like somebody that has been like...
Listen, bro, I don't care if you're an industry plant, but you have to be honest about it. When Bobbi Althoff spawns from nowhere and has Drake in her bed in like the next 2 weeks, it's like so obvious that she was like right place, right time, met someone famous, that famous person probably fucked up and, had sex with Bobbi Althoff, and she leveraged that to get a deal with that person that said that Drake would have to be on her podcast. Like, it's obviously not organic, and that's the world that we live in, okay? It's actually more rare in my opinion, that someone organically blows up than unorganically. Because at this point in time, you know how many people are clawing at like just a few eyeballs? You know how many people are trying tooth and nail, posting like 10 videos a day that are actually good and they're not getting seen? So it's like, it's hard enough to actually grow in the, you know, content creation sphere because everyone's trying to do it. But it's also the fact that you have to compete with people who aren't even playing the same game as you. You know, it's like when you're in Clash Royale and you're in like the first fucking arena, but someone's taking out $100 and they have like maxed out fucking level 10 cards already. And the best card in Clash Royale is actually the credit card. If you know this.
That is tied to someone else in the industry.
Honestly, a lot of women have Drake in their bed though. Oh, true.
And uses those connections to capitalize, and they like have zero talent.
I'm not an anythinger. I don't.
Yeah, that's true. And at least if you're an industry plant, can you at least be a good one? That's all I ask, bro. For all the Satan worshipping overlords who touch children, who decide what media we're gonna be shown, because that's the world that we live in. I prefer to at least be distracted and thrown into like a void of emptiness when I could be learning and growing as a person by someone who's slightly more entertaining than Bobbi, what the fuck is her name? Bobbi Althoff. Yeah, no thanks, I'm good.
Have any talents.
And she even admitted in a later interview,
her being a plant could be fine if she didn't have the personality of a houseplant. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. It's like, give me someone fun.
that these comments broke her down mentally.
Based on what the comments are saying and something.
Name 10 things about this person. I literally don't know. And trick question, you can't talk about the people that she's met. What the fuck, like, who are you actually? Like, what have you contributed to anything? And obviously, this is the thing that I can say we're with a twinge of irony because I'm a commentary channel, right? Me asking, it's like the pot calling the kettle black. I don't do anything, I just yap. But Bobbi fucking Althoff, like, what's good?
It's just constructive criticism. It can be a little mean, but yeah, it doesn't bother me too much.
And I really feel
unknown. That's a good way to put it.
And the Hawk Tua girl were basically on that same wavelength.
Nightmare 2, man. Oh my god, bro. Imagine. Ooh.
And I really feel like her and the Hawk Tua girl were basically on that same wavelength. And just as
dude, the Hawk Tua girl's dad was actually a Jewish spy from Israel. Did you know that? Pretty sure her dad was Mossad, and I think something along the lines of extorting the government to make her famous.
And I really feel like her and the Hawk Tua girl were basically on that same wavelength. And just as quickly as each rose, both equally as quickly fell off. I mean, at least for Hawk Tua, she had this massive scandal that derailed her career. You know, the whole scam in your fans with no remorse thing will kind of do that to you. But as for Bobbi, I think that people really just got sick of her sarcastic, too cold to be here, one-trick pony bit. And when she would get in a room with someone like Offset who read her like a book, she would be made foolish still trying to pull this act off.
You wanted to be on my podcast.
Why you keep saying that cap ass shit, man? I honestly didn't even want to do this shit. I don't fucking do interviews. I'm fucking with you because they're making me. You need a little bit of seasoning. You ain't got no seasoning, man. You like a plain piece of chicken just on the thing. You pull it off, and then you serve the dish. You need some motherfucking seasoning, man.
You can leave now.
This is my hotel. I paid for this motherfucker. You can leave now.
Now be
yeah, bro, the bit is so tired. The bit of acting like you're above talking to like the top 1% is so tiresome. Like, it doesn't get funnier. Holy shit, man. It's like, dude, literally, like, there's ways to do this. Obviously, like, there's ways to be ironic and ways to be, you can parodize yourself, excuse me, in ways that are funny. Like, if you guys know Zacharific, that guy does a great job of it, where he's like, he gaslit himself into fame and fortune, where he like pretended to be hooking up with all these famous like female celebrities and stuff and making millions of dollars. And then at a certain point, the videos became so funny to where like people actually who were famous started giving him money and hanging out with him. And I think that was funny, right? And I think the way that he did it was actually like comedically driven, where she just kind of seems like a wet paper towel who provides nothing at all and who actually doesn't think or do anything ever. Yeah.
On this, the main public ridicule that she faced outside the industry plant narrative was that she broke up her family to be in social circles.
Yeah, that's also true. Thanks for the girl bossing. Hope you're happy. Hope you're happy with your shit fucking life where your family hates you and you're now torn apart from things that actually mattered. Mattered. I can't speak English, man. Why do I have this job where I'm forced to construct sentences that I can't construct? It's actually kind of crazy because people who blow up artificially are always the most entitled ones. Let's think about that one. I mean, I don't know who else I'd be able to reference for that statement, but I'm inclined to agree with you. It sounds about right.
With famous people.
I flew all the way here.
You did. I really do appreciate
on my daughter's
audio.
first birthday.
I wasn't gonna bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
You missed your daughter's first birthday.
To be here.
Dark. Regret that you'll never be able to undo.
Yeah.
Horrible parenting.
Now, when Drake is calling you a bad parent, you know you're doing something wrong. Speaking of Drake, by the way,
Yo, can we stop with the Drake hating? The fact that people are, oh, I hate Drake. Like, you cum guzzling loser. You have to understand you are only saying this because it is the popular thing. You may as well be a fucking NPC. It has become like the thing where people call out Drake because they think that it's like this counterculture thing where they're part of the Kendrick Lamar versus Drake. And, you know, really there's a very split sides where half the people like Drake and half the people like Kendrick, but I'm really part of like the underdog group. It's like, you stupid piece of shit. You have been made to like Kendrick by every and all mainstream media outlet. Like, it's crazy. He's put on the fucking Super Bowl. He's plastered up to be this poet. He's a dork! He's a fucking dork! Drake's music can be played anywhere at any time, and if you think I'm glazing, you've just proven yourself to be, like I said before, the aforementioned cum guzzler.
Dude is so down bad that he's been in Bobbi's comment section on Instagram begging her to unblock his name.
Okay, yeah, Drizzy, I don't know if I can help you with this one.
Embarrassing! Either way, despite being married at the time of these early interviews, she was always asking these guests if they would smash her up.
Would you date someone that looks like me? Am I your type?
I'd do it.
Thank you.
I mean, imagine being her husband seeing that shit. The guy did actually file for divorce around...
Oh, man. Oh, as most of you have heard, Corey, again, Saibow, as most of you have heard, the entitledness to think that the average human being knows what you're doing with your life. You are fucking delusional, bitch! I hate it. I hate it so much. As most of you have heard, like, the entitlement, the prerequisite that I have had this knowledge of you and your background, or that I would have gone out of my way in a normal day-to-day life to have acquired the knowledge that you and your husband have had a rocky time at this period in the divorce. The honeymoon period is over, and I can contrast the honeymoon period to the other period because I know about your different phases. You're a fucking loser. Corey and I have filed for divorce. Thank God. This poor guy, thank God he's free, unshackled. As sad as I am right now, I am so thankful for the time I got to be his wife. No, you're not. If you actually cared about being a good wife, maybe you wouldn't get your mouth all over the Drake snake. Just a thought. Our girls are so lucky to have him as a father, and I am so lucky to be able to co-parent with such an incredible father in person. Oh my God. And it sounds like he's a good guy. It sounds like he literally gave her a good life, and she threw it in the garbage can to be a slut. While our relationship did not work out as husband and wife, we will always be friends, and I will always love him. Yeah, maybe it didn't work out as husband and wife because, how do I put this? You're a slag, as they say out east. They say that in Europe. They say nonce, they say slag, they say beans on toast, they say, at least I school. Shit, bro, I mean, fucking... To be fair, though, if we're talking about UK versus America in a slut contest, Bobbi Althoff isn't even placing top 10, bro. You guys got Bonnie Blue, Lily Phillips. How many, bro, I mean, something's gotten in the air in the UK. They're making these sluts like crazy. I think Belle Delphine's also out there, too.
It's a month after the Drake episode dropped, leading to rumors that Drake gave her initial initiation, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, let me translate. The piping.
Obviously, after this, she would gain the reputation that she was being passed around the industry. Ryan Garcia was chasing her around the room like it was his crush on the school playground. He would later confirm them hooking up during a Twitter rant. She was seen being drunkenly carried out of clubs, and even had this...
Man, I'm really trying to work on my sexism. I really am. This is not helping.
It's a really embarrassing moment when she tried to do that thing where girls soft launch the guy they're dating, only to have it backfire after the FBI, that is social media, discovered that it was some NFL player and he completely denied being with her in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, bro. Guy's smiling's got a future ahead of him. Probably made a lot of money doing football. Ain't no reason, let me move the camera. Ain't no reason you gotta be seen with this person. Good shit, bro. Good shit, Sean.
This caused her to crash out on TikTok.
Just like hard to imagine finding.
Hey, back the fuck up from the camera, okay, sweetie? I know that you're like media and PR trained and you should have had this knowledge by now, but let me tell you, because I guess I have to be your fucking daddy. Back up from the camera. I can smell Drake's dick on your breath. Perhaps let's work on the whole 6 feet for the social distancing thing. And, Also, end the video before you start talking, because frankly, I'm not in the mood to deal with some shit like this.
Someone.
It's a Bobbi problem, not a women problem. No, I'm just saying I've been trying to work on my sexism, right? And so this isn't helping. Let's make an analogy to you know what, because why not? Let's just say you've had an issue with black people. You know, you've had racist inclinations, okay? And as you decide, you know, let's work on that. I'm gonna stop it, right? Immediately, literally, your wallet gets stolen and your phone, which is the phone that you're using to make the phone call to your buddy where you confess how racist you are and that you should work on it, gets stolen by a black guy. Would you or would you not be a little bit, let's just say upset about that? I think we'd be upset.
Is truly good for you. It's hard to imagine there's a world where there's like someone who's actually meant for you. Dating is just hard.
Yeah, well, maybe that is a Bobbi Althoff issue.
You guys, like...
Well, now Bobbi has officially announced that she will be ending her podcast, which is surprising to me considering she was...
Damn, my heart is broken. What even are... This is 1 month ago, 33,000 views. Ouch.
Was still getting decent guests and views in the hundreds of thousands occasionally.
It's not bad.
Obviously, when you compare this to her peak where she was getting at least 1 million views...
Holy fuck me in the butthole. 4.4 million views. Okay. My life's a joke. What am I doing wrong? How do I do this? How do I do this? Actually, I don't even want this. I don't want this. I want the views. I don't want anything else about it. Yeah, no thanks.
Views per pod.
Would you choose Bobbi or the bear? Oh, definitely Bobbi for sure. I mean, that's not even a question. The bear doesn't have, you know, let's just say friends in the industry that can give you a career out of doing literally nothing. The bear is just going to eat you alive. With Bobbi, at least I could probably control and manipulate her to a point where I would yield some sort of benefit. But with the bear, I mean, I'm just toast.
Cast in like these top-level guests, it had been looking pretty rough. I mean, no one really knew these people she was now interviewing, and when she was doing solo episodes, there were not many views at all.
Well,
but
really?
Either way, she hosted like a funeral for her podcast.
Hi guys, welcome to the Really Good Podcast. All jokes aside, all honesty, this is the last episode. In honor of the last episode, my sister and I are going to sing a song. I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for music, do ya? And it goes like...
Hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
Yeah, I totally have no idea why this podcast fell out of favor. Now, regardless of all of that, even up until last year, someone was funneling money into her career, trying to make her a thing, trying to get her some positive PR with Business Insider.
Katie Drummond. What'd you do, Drummond?
And other entities that are known to take money to do interviews or think pieces on celebrities.
The Really Good Podcast. She was a great podcast. She got me this house, got me the car I drive. She got me a lot of stuff, and she was really great. I really did appreciate her.
Like, real shit, I'm actually trying to picture it in my head. If I ever were to meet this person, like, let's say at a bar or in some scenario where I'd have time to speak with her for like 5 minutes and then there would be no pressure, I genuinely don't know what I would even talk to this person about. Like, what do you even say? Because I would have, like, for someone who has had this fame at some point, you'd think that there'd be something I can, like, you know, take from the career that she had and then bring it up to her in sort of a cute way. Oh, remember this? That was cool. I don't remember shit. I don't remember a single thing that happened. Other than you missed your daughter's first birthday meat drink. That's it. So I genuinely, like, I literally don't know what I would say. I mean, it's like, what, did you do the daily Wordle? I don't know.
For the time I had with her. And she brought me a lot of memories and a lot of great guests. I will miss doing this podcast, and I will miss the money this podcast brought me.
No.
I mean, I feel like you just keep doing it. Like, I mean, if you're worried about the money, then why don't just keep doing it? Like, at that point, sir, okay, but did you do the Wordle? Let me think. I think I did. I don't remember. I think I got destroyed by it. She could just tell people that she's still famous and they would care and they would go on her show, right?
Over time, it has been abundantly clear that from the start, this was all about money and fame to Bobbi, who straight up admitted that...
Yeah, her name's Bobbi, by the way. I feel like I didn't ever bring this one up, but interesting choice.
Even when she was young, that was her main aspiration in life.
Mentally decided that she made like at least $300 a year on her podcast alone, and I was like, that's what I need to do next. Like, I need a podcast.
Hi, my name's Oswald. Like, I just feel like that, I don't know.
You become an influencer or creator.
Just wanting to make money.
It's like she in general represents a microcosm into our society and how social media has warped people's minds.
I hope that I go from D-list to A-list. That's my goal in 10 years.
From D-list to A-list.
Yes.
10 years. Hey, wrap it up, bro. It's the time. Show's over.
I feel like over the last
Show
2
is
to 3
over.
years specifically, I've noticed a change in the way that women in particular present themselves online. And I'll say specifically on Instagram, where there's this sense that they think they are someone famous or a spectacle to be admired, and I find that shit hilarious. And I'm talking about like an everyday regular girl with 500 followers acting like her shit don't stink. I mean, people in general are just so much more narcissistic than ever before due to social media. Or I guess I should say they are desperate for online validation in a way that was viewed as cringy during the early days of social media.
As you guys know, this podcast started off just with a girl with a dream to make more money.
Yeah.
And I knew when I started that it was going to go places. I didn't know I would fall off as quickly as I did. To be honest, I did think this was going to last a bit longer. But nevertheless, it lasted a minute, and I'm proud of the accomplishments I have, and I'm pretty sad that it has to end like this, but it's okay. Thanks.
I mean, hey, shout out.
Hey, I mean, you should take some notes from, what's her name? Call her daddy or something. The fuck is his name or her name? Like, I don't know. She needs to go. She's next on the list. Okay, Bobbi, you've been dealt with. The threat has been neutralized. Whatever her name is, what someone in chat help me out here. Dude, that woman, the call her daddy woman, I think she has single-handedly, dude, I don't even know, but since the rise of her podcast, I should have like invested money into the abortion clinics, because I genuinely think that woman has probably made literally tens of thousands of young women like go and kill their children. It's actually crazy. Alex Cooper, what a gem. American ingenuity at its finest. Let's get on a podcast and start spewing the, like, it's literally a challenge. How much crap can we spit into this mic and monetize? It's actually crazy. I gotta give her some credit though, you know? I mean, there's it is a tough world. It's the dog eat dog world. And she, I mean, fuck, she's a business shark. Yeah, I don't know. But what her aura levels are before and now? Well, Bobbi Althoff never had any aura, so that's not even a question. Like, literally never. As for Alex Cooper, what's the biggest moment of her career? When she had Kamala Harris on the show? Oh my god.
To her for being able to acknowledge the fall off and the fact that she loves money. She did run about 10 ads in this podcast, and the entire episode
fuck me sideways and call me your slut
in general just seemed like a money grab, where she says, remember when I did this podcast, remember when I did that podcast.
And I will never forget the moment he told me that I was like unseasoned chicken.
It was basically like one of those filler episodes where they just show a bunch of flashbacks from the show. You know, the one you always skip. She really just cycles through all the interviews. She plays a clip.
Kamala Harris going on first of all, it's Call Her Daddy, not Call Me Daddy. Quick correction there. Kamala Harris going on Call Her Daddy was definitely cost her the election. No, it didn't cost her the election. What cost her the election was a multitude of things, but if we're going to talk about the celebrity collabs that she's done, I don't think the Alex Cooper one is as bad as like getting, let's say, Cardi B up on the stage. That one was fucking brutal. Trump says he wants to protect women. Like, what are you fucking saying? Oh my god, bro. Yo, Cardi B, you are single-handedly a political toxin more than Nick Fuentes was. Think about that, bro. Nick Fuentes, who literally disputes that the Holocaust was 6 million deaths, which I think is like probably not the most mainstream thing to do politically and probably turns a lot of people off, right? Bro, that didn't do nearly as much damage to Trump's campaign than Cardi B. That's hilarious.
And moves on, periodically throwing another ad in your face. And I do have a sneaking suspicion that this might just be the pre-launch of some of the show that she wants to now do. But this is how she ends her show.
Just any final words for the podcast?
She really fell off.
True. Get fucked.
No, it happened. People said I was falling off, and they were right. So now it's dead. You guys got what you...
I'm gonna be fully honest with you, bro. There's like, I think you changed 3 things about this person, and it's like, she's good. She can stay. I really think it's that easy, bro. Like, think about Sydney Sweeney, right? She doesn't say much. She doesn't do much. She just kind of like stands there and acts pretty, and she has big tits. Like, bro, she could have literally taken Bobbi's place, became a podcaster, not abandoned her family, or just not have had a family to begin with, and she's set. There's just like, you tweak like 2 or 3 things about this person, and it's a completely different story. Like, how is it that there's like literally 2 or 3 things about, you know, someone like this where it just destroys everything? It's crazy, you know? It's like the bottom Jenga, it's like the 3 bottom Jenga blocks hold up the rest of the tower. You take out 1 or 2 of them, the whole thing fucking collapses.
Wished for. You wanted it to be over, it's over. It's gone. It's not there anymore. And now, I don't know what we're gonna do.
I don't know, I just feel like someone who loves being around famous people and rising up the social ranks as she does would not just give it up. It's actually my guess, considering that this episode was posted on the very last day of July, and with these various sponsors.
Like, what the fuck is
This
ZocDoc?
episode was posted on the very last day of July, and with these.
Tell me what the fuck this even is. I'm not buying this. Who cured your cancer? Oh, ZocDoc. Yeah, I had a lot of AIDS, and I no longer had AIDS after visiting ZocDoc. What could this possibly be? Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc. Oh, it's just a doctor finder. Okay, we already have that, sweetie. It's called, Google.
Various sponsors riddled into this crock of crap is that this was only made to meet obligations to
ZocDoc sponsors a lot of people. Oh, I should probably shut my mouth then, shouldn't I?
them, as when you agree to these deals, they usually have allotted time slots of when you will post their ad. And I just cannot see very many people, even if they are a genuine fan of this show, watching the entire thing. And let me just say, the comment section on this video is not exactly what you would expect from a send-off.
Let's see it.
I mean, it was almost like it was a mixture.
I refuse to believe people actually watch this podcast. The tryhard who tried too hard. Okay. You're doing too much. Tua and her are both gone. The world is healing. It's been dead, sis. Knew it was a downfall after I started seeing randoms getting interviewed.
Of good
True.
riddance. They were sick of the ads, and then just a bunch of comments about how she left her family to pursue this. Either way, it looks like this is the end of the Bobbi era. Honestly, I think that she would have made more money and had more longevity online in the parody blogger space. But I guess it's a good lesson that sometimes it's better to rise up slow.
Bro, Jamari, you don't have to use her fucking blackout drunk getting thrown into a car as B-roll. That's just disrespectful, man.
Than to just jump on a rocket and burn out. Either way, though, I want to know what you guys think about this decision by Bobbi down below.
Hey, listen, my thinking is that I don't give a fuck, because I don't give a fuck. Listen, Bobbi, you won't be missed. I hate you, and, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully whatever next podcast you do is actually entertaining in some respects, and you don't have to rely on, let's just say, importing talent from other areas of the world of fame and fortune. Listen, maybe you just don't got it. Maybe it has to be industry plant forever, and if that's the case, then hopefully they plant the seed a little better and water you a little bit more next time. Bye!